How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm back. We are back with Rurouni Kenshin 2023. But this is not just that. It is Rurouni Kenshin Kyoto Disturbance. Yes. Episode 25 entitled To Kyoto. Before I go any further, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell right there so you'll be notified of more reviews like this one. And you want to support me even further? Go ahead and get that Patreon link right there in the description. Whatever you donate, it'll be much appreciated, and I promise you it will go to good use. So, I just spoke on my Bleach review how much I love that even though we are in a new season, we have not started over with episode 1. Thank goodness. I appreciate how this is going. We got new intro, obviously a new outro, which shows so many hints of what's going to happen. We even get the only Waban girl. I don't remember her name. I didn't bother looking up her name because, well, we're going to discover this one together. Literally discover this one together. This episode mostly pertains to the effect that Kenshin's leaving has done on everyone. The fact that Kaoru's been in bed for 2 to 3 days, and she's the only one he said farewell to, which Yahiko has presented to her and saying that means he was the only one. She was the only one that he had reservations about leaving behind, which pisses off I don't want to say it pisses the others off, but it kind of gives them feeling, like makes them feel a certain way, and they will definitely let him know how they feel. Sanosuke's pissed because Saito Hajime told him, like, reason Kenshin left you all behind is because you all are his weakness and he can't effectively fight, especially the way he is now. He doesn't want to return to being Batosai. He even told Saito that himself face to face. He's going to fight as Kenshin Himura, and you guys are going to be a burden. So Sanosuke's pissed about that. Yahiko's trying to keep it all together. Literally trying to get Kaoru up, trying to get them all to survive. He is doing the best he can. The little guy, just the kid of all people, right? Who is still Sanosuke? He's still injured from his first encounter with Saito. That shoulder, that right shoulder. I have notes about this fight, and I guess I will talk about the fight second. Let's talk about Megumi, because Megumi shows up to talk to Kaoru, and this is where we get the woman to woman talk. We have the raccoon or tanuki versus the fox lady. Now, the young ladies that work at the restaurant that Yahiko works at, and a place that Sanosuke doesn't ever pay for his food at, they went to try to help Kaoru because Yahiko asked them to, while he went to find Sanosuke. And so Megumi was on her way all the same, and then she goes in and talks. I think Yahiko even asked her to talk, but she goes in to talk to her. And it's an interesting conversation where she's like, I got this medicine for Ken-san, and I would give it to him, but I have patience. And she says for her to be, I guess it's a waste of time for me to hand it to you. And Kaoru just flat goes, well, why don't you give it to him yourself and go to that. You don't got to rely on others. And again, they're having that cat fight. I love that the girls on one side like, and the other one's going, it's a cat fight, which is kind of funny. I got patients that need me. And so she does the move of going, oh, so your patients are more important than Kenshin. That's how far your feelings go. And she was about to slap the taste out her mouth, and she grabbed her hand, and the one girl's like, that's not fair, you say. You can't, don't act like I'm not, mastered with the whole style, and I'm not burdened with it. Don't mock me. And she's about to come across with the second hand. She was ready for it, but she put her hand on her head and said, and just flat goes, I'm atoning for what I've done. Ken-san showed her the path, and she's going to keep going even if he's not here. That's how faithful her feelings are to him. Even if he's not here, she's going to keep going because of what he taught her. And she lifts her hands up with two fingers, like just that grown lady like. And she said, I don't want to hear only that far from you, the only person that's moping around. See, you wouldn't understand. You don't understand how it felt. This is Kaoru saying, you don't understand how it felt for him to say goodbye to my face. And she's up here crying. And I can say the same thing to you. And then she turns her back on her. I was like, you will never understand my feelings on not receiving a farewell. She's like, oh, shock. It's just this romantic tension. I love. People forget this series and show is a Meiji romance. This shit is good. I love it. I like it. I love it. I love it. I like it. And so, before you start mouthing off, get your feelings in order. And she flips her hair and you see a little sparkle of water. I'm like, is Megumi crying? And she walks out and Yahiko's there and she has to Yahiko and he's like, don't worry, I'll make sure this gets to Kenshin. And she was crying. Like Megumi in the original anime, I always got the feeling like, yeah, she's flirtatious with Kenshin, but I always felt like she was more like with Sanosuke, right? In this here, it's like, maybe also because I watched the dub, but here it's like, she, her feelings, unrequited feelings, mind you, unrequited feelings, but she still has these feelings for this dude, and it's hurtful. This guy that gave you a new lease on life is just like, hey, fuck all y'all, I'm out of here. But bye, Kaoru. Oh, I'm bye. I'm still leaving, but bye. Even though Kaoru, she says that hearing his goodbye hit her so hard she couldn't do anything and she froze. I get that. But I do like Yahiko coming in to clean up, to go, all right, get dressed. Well, we got to go to Kyoto. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're the only person he said bye to. You're the only one that gave him pause. I mentioned that earlier. So we got to say out loud, what do you want? Do you want to see him again? And then the girls in the back are cheering on. Say it, girlfriend. She's like, I want to see him again. I really want to see Kenshin. And there's tears and there's romance and there's the music. And it almost got me. I was like, oh, girl. I understand Megumi a lot. I get you, Megumi. I get that unrequited. I get it. Megumi. I get it. I will talk about the end scene later. We got to get down to this fisticuffs because this is a really good episode, right? But let's talk about where Kenshin is real quick. So Kenshin met up with Saito. We get a hilarious moment where he's like, all right, we're going to be working together because, dude took out the big guy. And since you're going there, I'm going to be in charge. And Kenshin gives him this look. Whoop. Yeah, there we go. This is also what the Patreon would pay for. Maybe I better put this up on here instead of doing it like this. So he's like, what's with that? You saw it right there. He's like, what's with that look? And he's like, what's that reluctant look? Yeah, no, there's no reluctant look. Don't worry about it. Kenshin's gonna take the long way because if they went to Yokohama and took the boat, they'll get there like maybe half a day, maybe fewer. I forget how long it would take, but it's a lot shorter than Kenshin having to walk. He's gonna go the long way. His reasoning: dude has spies everywhere. So what's going to stop him from having somebody on that boat, a battle breaking out, and now innocent people are involved? Not going to do that. I'll just walk there. Or yeah, he'll just walk there. And Saito's like, so you still going with that whole Ronin thing? Which again gives him the sharp eye. He's like, chill out. We on the same side. It usually take a normal person 10 days to get there. I bet you'll get there in 5. Literally just tell them, get there in 5 days. Now, Saito, he does good police work and good detective work because he follows Yahiko to where Sanosuke is. Sanosuke goes to Bomb Bro, his bro that likes to blow up stuff, and Mr. Artist Man. And he borrows some money from him so he can get on his way over to Yokohama, gets on the way to Kyoto. He got to meet up with Kenshin. Yahiko meets up with him, and he's like, Yahiko, you were followed. And Sanosuke is like, be good little boys and stay put. The reason why Kenshin left, You guys would be slowing him down. He can't protect you and actually do what he needs to do. And Sanosuke's like, that's what pisses me off even more. The fact that he sees me as a burden. Okay, cool. I'm going to go there and I'm going to kick his ass. And Saito gives him a quick lesson. Like, tells you he was hurting in the shoulder. He punches and hits him in that shoulder and like stomps on that shoulder. And Yahiko's like, oh, that's dirty. What do you mean dirty? This is life or death. There is no fighting fair. If you have a weakness, the enemy will go after it. And I'm like, he ain't wrong, no. He's strong. He right. He knows this. And, you know, as it looks like Yahiko's ready to stand up to him, Sanosuke gets up, you know, like dude from South Park, like I ain't hear no bell. And Saito says, I'm going to show you just how powerless you are. I'm going to fight on your level. Just fist, no sword. And he's squaring up to box. And, you know, Sanosuke thinks he understands his style. Like unlike his sword style that's much more aggressive, his boxing style is to take a blow and then quickly counterattack. And Sanosuke didn't land any punches on him in this first part of the skirmish. And he's beating the shit out of him. He's just knocking him down. And he squares up with his little sword technique, but with fists, and hits him in the forehead. Now, Sanosuke keeps getting back up. And I'm definitely, hold on. It was a funny moment. Yahiko says, he says fist, but he probably gonna kick you. Like, no, I'm gonna fight him on his level. Even laughs about the whole takes initiative. He does the Gato Ryu move at the end. He hits him with an uppercut before. Hits him with that Mortal Kombat, that down up. No matter how much you bluster or fight, you're still a fledgling. He tells both of them, me and Kenshin, me and Batosai, see you as fledglings. And then that's when he does the thing. He's like, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it to Kyoto, right? And dude can't dodge the technique, but Sanosuke vices his arms when he goes in for that punch. And Sanosuke tells him, don't underestimate me because I'm a fledgling. He says, what about you? You and Kenshin didn't start off that strong. Over a dozen years ago, you kept fighting in Kyoto during the Bakamatsu era, and you rose up to where you are right now, and that's why you both are strong. And even Yahiko, I think both of them, but I think Yahiko was in his mind going, or at least out loud going, yeah, he really is on Kenshin's level. I hate to admit that. Dude is strong. So is Aoshi Shinomori. Those are our big three. But I digress. And because he took the punch and he's like bleeding, he didn't get knocked out. Saito goes, all right, go to Kyoto, get yourself killed. I don't care. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm done. Conceited morons who are naturally able to take some hits and never learn the basic of defense won't last that long anyway. Gave him a heavy hint, basically telling him being able to take a hit is not going to keep you alive. And I love that. I wonder who taught, I had to fast forward, get back to my notes. I wonder who taught Saito how to do his boxing technique. But it was a really good hint to give him. Dude, you can't keep taking hits. Now, and in Sano's mind, he's like, between here and getting to Kyoto, I got to get stronger. I don't know how you going to do that with that wound. Your homeboy's going to dress it up. His homeboy also gave him bombs to take with him. He remade bombs. But here's the cool part, though, everybody. When he realizes he's about to get his, they're going to dress his wound, he goes, that bastard, he didn't attack my weak shoulder the whole time. After that first encounter, after that first, stomp to teach you a lesson, he didn't attack it. He really fought me on my level. Now, we do see in the shadow Saito trying to get a cigarette, and his hand shaking because the device. And he just goes, I like, Saito's the coolest. Saito Hajime is so cool. Granted, this is a romance version of an actual romance version character of an actual person that actually lived. So they always tend to make Saito Hajime cool. Even look at Fate Go. He's cool as hell in that too. So Saito's gonna be on the way. Tells Yahiko to take care of her. I can't wait to see Saito. I can't wait to see Sanosuke's training arc, because if you saw the original, you can't wait for the double. The 1-inch punch is gonna be so damn cool. So, oh yeah, and he gives Saito his props. They both did give him props. He gave him props in his mind, with he fought on my level. That's the true skill of the Wolf of Mibu, captain of the 3rd unit of the Shinsengumi. They're still cops, ACAB all day, but the Shinsengumi. And of course, now the ending. I can tell you the end of the ending. After the whole Kaoru part, Kenshin is asleep under a tree and he wakes up after a butterfly lands on his reverse blade. I'll tell you the intro of him walking past people, they're going, that dude has a sword. Oh my goodness, does he know? You know what? Don't talk to him. It's better. He's probably trouble. And that's probably what Kenshin counted on. Since he's not going to be with the police and everybody's going to be like, oh, police folks can do it, I guess. People are not going to want to talk to him or going to leave him alone. I do like how his scar under the shade was a bright shade of red. That was a good artistic touch. Really, really like that. Oops, there we go. I'm glad, though, that the whole, oh, man, we got to catch up to Kenshin thing didn't last long. I don't know how long it lasted in the original, but I'm glad that we didn't get like 2 or 3 episodes of everybody we gotta get together and finally go get Kenshin. I like that it happened immediately after this. So next episode is On the East Sea Road, so that's gonna be fun. Initially I was gonna give it a 4 out of 5. What stops it from being a 5? Like, we had enough time for a fight. We had enough time to explore everyone's feelings. And we had enough time for a little bit of the romance in here. I don't do half points very often, but I'll give this a 4.5. What would have driven us over the edge would have been Kenshin. This was a good way of going, here's the fallout you guys been looking for. And for those of you who don't remember the fallout, we'll sprinkle a little bit. You might want to go watch last season, but this was good. 4.5 out of 5. What would have made it better just would have been Kenshin fighting. This was good. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I watched this first. Out of all the things I had to watch, I watched this first because I was most excited. Because finally we're going to get to Shishio. In the intro, we see the little punk ass boy. Oh, I don't like that kid. I hate that kid so much. This is going to be a good season. If last season was 24 episodes, I hope the major fights in the series seem to get a lot of time, like Kenshin versus Shino, or should I say Aoshi, and what was it, Sano versus the one big guy from the Oniwaban group. The Oniwaban arc was nicely done. Didn't overstay his welcome and wasn't too short. So I'm looking forward to Kyoto arc. This part being fleshed out because we still got to meet the master. We still got to meet Homegirl. Then we got to get there. I don't think we're going to be fighting Shishio, Wakamori in this part of the arc. I think it's going to be the next one. It should be the next one. Because then after this, the next major arc would be the Enma one. Yeah, it would be the Ghost of Kenshin's Past once more. So if we fight Shishio in this, I'll be very surprised. But it's another 24 episodes. So what? And another 20. Like we'll be getting. Oh damn, we'll be close to 50. Yeah, no, we'll probably fight Shishio. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of more reviews like this one. I appreciate you all for taking time out to talk to me. Also, if you want to help me out even further, my Patreon link is in the description below. Please be good, be blessed. Wash those hands, drink some water, be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk, all right? Make sure you're safe out there, okay? And remember, you matter. People care about you. There's someone out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So make sure you reach out to somebody, all right? My social media is in the description below. Send me a message. Say hi. I will definitely say hi back. All right, guys. So stay tuned. I got more stuff for you. It's going to be a busy fall. I'll see you next time. Oro.